Planogram Builder Tutorial 5, Adding your first product to the database. Start Planogram Builder. Click on Database. In Planogram Builder, there are 3 methods to add products to the database. The first is by using the Integrated Database Editor. The second is by importing items from an Excel file for faster operation. The third is by using our API to establish a direct connection between your internal data and your Planogram Builder database. In this tutorial, we will use the Integrated Database Editor to learn the basics. Next to Type of Items, select Products. Click on New Item. You can now start entering your product information under Item Properties as shown on the screen. Reference: enter your product unique identifier, for example its SKU or manufacturer part number. Once the product has been added to your database, this value cannot be changed. Enabled: a checkmark indicates that the product is available for planogramming. Category, brand, and product line: type the values corresponding to your product classification. Note that you may have defined different classification properties in your settings. Name: enter the descriptive product name. If you have defined item custom properties, also enter their desired values, for example the GTN. Width, height, and depth: type the overall dimensions of your product including packaging. Correct dimensions are very important since they determine how many products fit in your planograms. Make sure to assign the dimensions as instructed in this image, relative to the typical orientation of your product on the shelves. Note that you can change the measurement unit in the application settings if you wish. Shape is a property specific to Planogram Builder which determines how each item is displayed in 3D. For this first product, keep the default value of box since we will explore other shapes in the next tutorial. Color represents the product color in areas where no image is applied. Click on the colored rectangle to open the color palette. Choose a color and click OK. Behavior: this indicates how the product is usually placed in the store. Select Standard so that your product will sit on shelves. The other options are Pegged, to hang your product on hooks, Stackable to allow stacking different products vertically, and Tester for out-of-box items placed in front of packed goods. For products that can be placed either on shelves or on hooks, choose the most frequent behavior and change it in your planograms if necessary. There are other properties you can optionally predefine for your products, and which can also be overridden later in any planogram. Collisions should be checkmarked except for product which you want to overlap with other products. Facings deep sets a fixed quantity of the product on the depth of shelves or hooks. Leave this as Auto to let the software automatically calculate the quantity based on the available space on your shelf units. Width gap, height gap, and depth gap allows you to define spacing between each unit of the product within a block of facings of this product. Lateral offset and vertical offset: these values are used to offset the position of pegged products relative to the hook, if necessary. Now press Create to generate your product. You can now see your product in the preview. To make it look more realistic, let's add an image to the product. Note that the number of available images per product depends on the chosen shape. Next to Image 1, click on Browse to open the File Selection dialog. Select a front image of the product from your PC, then click on Open. Here is the image we selected. Click Apply, wait for the image to upload, and you will see the result in the preview. You can notice that our example image doesn't fit well because we haven't cropped the photo. Let's upload a nicely cropped picture to fix this. You can use any image editing software to crop your images as in this example. After clicking Apply, the image fits exactly on the box. Above the preview area, there are various tools to manipulate the preview. Using Orbit, drag your mouse within the preview to see the product from various angles. Your product is now ready and is shown in the left pane of the database list. Once added to your database, your products are available to create planograms. Click on the task named Products. Select Personal to display the products from your own database. In the left part of the catalog, you will find our new product by clicking on the classification values we defined in the database. To test our product, we will create a simple shelf unit as follows. Click on Templates. Select predefined examples to display the templates provided with the software. In the classification, under Category, click on Shelving. Now drag Gondola, Shelves, to the viewing area. Switch back to Products. Drag the product from the catalog onto a shelf. This tutorial is now finished. Please consult the links under the video for detailed instructions in the user guide.